Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy. And today we're looking at They Live. Oh my goodness, this is an IP movie from John Carpenter. And this movie, as soon as I looked at the Kickstarter, I had to watch this movie straight afterwards to see it. And oh my goodness, this world is great. And yet, imagine this world. Imagine if you put these sunglasses on and notice these people around you. Oh my goodness me. And in this game, you're going to be doing the same. One side of the group on the table are going to play the humans, and the rest are going to be playing the infected. Oh my goodness me. I think we found an IP dripping with theme here and in the mechanics too. So let's jump to the Kickstarter right after this. The next social stretch goal on KiS 102.4 is the 250 subscriber. Subscribe today and unlock new music that will change the music in all the videos in the future. You could be part of the evolution. Alright, They Live! Assault on Cable 58. Oh, a cooperative adventure game board. And you can see the game board here. And we're not going to see this at all past this point. There's one giant omission from this whole Kickstarter page, is that you cannot see this board anywhere else apart from the video. And if you play the video, you get 1 second of it at around the 58 or 48 second point. I'll tell you now though, like this should be bigger, more resolution. It has a blue filter across here. This should be better down here so we can discuss it, but I'm going to do it here. But it does have KiS ass dice, literally. The dice, these chunky pink ones, we'll see, they do look great. These sunglasses are very important. This game's been kind of bubbling in a couple of years. I seem to remember this glasses prototype being around Gen Con a few years ago, but here it is in its final form. John Carpenter on the box, which is interesting. If anything, I'm really curious to watch this movie. I don't think I remember it. It certainly rings a bell when I see the skeletal faces. But yeah, the IP is certainly makes me want to go and watch this video again. I am a fan of John Carpenter, or I was. I love this video. It's got 80s vibe. It really is cool, and it looks the board. It looks a little bit like Detective, City of Angels, and maybe a little bit of Arkham Horror. So it's, it looks like it's taking from that. I'd say more Arkham Horror than Detective. I'd say Detective because it's a city, it's modern. It's not got Cthulhu all over it. This, it's got downtown. It's got this and this. When's this due? When's it coming? May? No. December 2020. Oh, so it is almost final. The locations on the board, though, I wonder, are we not seeing this because it's not final? It looks a little bit basic. The maps, if you look at Detective City of Angels, that map is more detailed. That's not just because of the artist, that's just because the artist spent more time on the map. Even though Vincent Dutrait is fantastic. So yeah, am I interested? Hell yeah! And congratulations, it's not it funded in 15 hours. This is I funded on 15 hours on the day Frosthaven came out. That is an achievement. You're probably the only game that funded yesterday. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Alright, so yeah, 80s style. I am a child of the 80s. I'm no millennial. born in 1979, so right amidst the Carpenter era. And yeah, doing well. 46, definitely it's funded, which is way to go. It's got the IP. The IP looks like it's being done faithful here, and certainly fresh, as it's not zombies. They Live is about skeletal people, almost like an aliens that have infected the world. So let's go down the page, let's have a look. It is a narrative-driven cooperative adventure for 4 to 6 players. Oh, what? There is an additional 1 to 3 player. It calls it blind play mode. Wait, hold the phone. Why have they hidden this in this normal text? An additional 1 to 3 blind mode that has now been unlocked as part of our day 1 funding. This whole thing here can be replaced by 1 to 6 players. There you go. So 1 to 6, not bad. It's an action-packed game board. That's kind of 1980s speaking here. Action-packed. Sprawling City of LA. Detective City of Angels was the sprawling city of LA. That's kind of why that board is being compared to your board. Anyhow, I don't know if that's fair to do it, but it is a comparison all the same. You've got to build a stash of weapons, allies, and items to progress towards your goal, which is the assault on Cable 57. Defeat the invaders. Unearthly invaders or aliens, and yeah, they are the ones in control of the signal. So this is a bit of the IP speaking to you, and imagine if it got delivered in this box. Lucky for you, you have these. Now put them on or start eating that trash can. Start eating that trash. What is this language? Now we'll get this video out to you. If you're a subscriber, you'll probably get it in time to get the day 1 discount. It's a fairly good discount. It's $10 off. The standard edition here, what do you not have? You don't come with exclusive slip case. That's the only difference. 1 pair of glasses and half the dice. So yeah, this is obviously that one to go for. Right, so there is going to be a traitor here. You're playing it as a human or an invader. So going right into this game, there has to be, if you're playing 1 player, this, I don't know what the blind mode means, but yeah, there's going to have to be. Isn't that interesting? It's a traitor game, yet you can play it solo. One will have you attempting to save humanity, and the other is the Overlord. Human invaders, you each have separate goals. What's nice is you both level up your character, so there's a bit of role playing. You're uncovering invaders, and it has PvP play, so play versus player. Risky, it says it's risky. So if you're a human, you play the resistance, and if you're an invader, you're trying to sabotage locations. And you're trying to get rid of sabotage equipment or resistance equipment. You're trying to send safe items to your stash, and you're trying to stop this happening, so it's a bit of back and take. Reach the end game to take on the station, or try and hinder the success and make them fail. So it is kind of an interesting scenario. the Hoffman lenses. These are really cool. I can see more games maybe going this route. I do like you picking up a card to see its hidden message, and this is interesting. If aliens could you hide secret messages like this across social media? Yeah, it is pretty cool. You can see the 80s vibe here with the pink and blue vibrancy contrasting. Oh, look, you can uncover. Look at that. Look at that. It looks great, doesn't it? It's a cool gameplay mechanic, is to check to see if they're true or not. Uncovering the sabotage before the sabotage happens. Checking the billboards because they have hidden messages from invaders. Ooh. So the aliens are using media to put the hidden messages on, and your lenses can. Ooh, it's pretty cool. It's obviously rich in its theme here. The IP theme is coming into play. Has that kind of Dead of Winter vibe, this picture. Now, you will be playing as original characters as well as iconic ones from the movie. Dynamic, narrative driven board game, full of twists and turns. It's still in its marketing spiel down the page. Each character is going to be fully fleshed out with their own personal adventure. So, replayability. These stories are told through a unique story deck for each character, and the deck is randomized. This is pretty nice because it's fairly text heavy. It was interesting to see what languages it comes in. We'll have to check that later. So it's kind of explaining the game here. You're going to start with an awakening card at the beginning, and it will set the scene, explain who you are, and tell a story of how you came to know about the invaders. Ooh. Now, all this kind of slow learning could have been done in a video, couldn't it? And certainly the video at the top is more of a trailer, and it's less about how the game works. Navigate around the city. There's a response to that. Discover locations and propaganda. You know, all this stuff. Video rulebook. Some of the card art here. You need to split up into 2 groups is your option here. One of you will need to get in front of the camera and address the nation. Tell humanity the truth. Requires 10 something. The rest of you must fight the guards and hold them back. 10 fight ability. In order to successfully complete this card, both groups must pass. That sounds like the end game, doesn't it? The end game card. Yeah, they're going to have story-based trials. Each of these trials will test your skills, and you can improve your chances by rolling dice. So a little bit of light roleplay happening. Up to the pledges. This is the nice bubblegum, extra pair of glasses and the more chunky dice, and a slipcase is this sleeve, which is if that's not work in progress, if that's what the sleeve is, it's the dullest sleeve I've seen. It would have been better just to have they live here, but UV spotted. In fact, when you know they're doing a sleeve, you know they're not going to UV spot the box. Give it the same graphic up here, but UV spot the heck out of it. Oh, look, there is a t-shirt. That's nice. I do like t-shirts from the 80s. Some art prints, not essential. It says, they live exclusive slipcase, name in the backer's page of the instruction manual. Well, all right, and they've got some very expensive ones where you can kind of put yourself into the game. All right. Dice extra, glasses extra. Why would you need more glasses though? If you're playing 6 players, you need 3 pairs of glasses. I don't know. T-shirt, £12 seems reasonable. I guess that's how much a tea would cost in the UK. Some nice dice cups, not necessary. Dice bag, not necessary. Depends, you know, if you want this stuff. In my opinion, not necessary. Alright, so coming soon stretch goals that we don't know about. The second one here looks like Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell's hair in the 80s. Oh, her face, she does remind me of the film. Man, I can't remember much of the film, but faces-wise, she does remind me. I need to go and watch this film. After this, I'm going to watch a film today. Excitement! Hey. Alright, the one to play blind mode. Right, we'll look at the rulebook when we get to the bottom, but this is not clickable. It's not ready yet. The rulebook's not ready yet. It is, it's here. We're going to look at this rulebook when we get to the bottom of the page. We're almost at the bottom of the page. Alright, so this is the team. We've not even got photos of the team. This is unusual just to see a list of the team. I do appreciate telling you about the team themselves, though. So that's fairly cool. And a fairly small team. I would say small indie team that's picked up the license. Props to them for that. And shipping rates, they have an external shipping button. It's interesting that companies are starting to do that. They don't want to put it on the main page. All you need to do is put it on your main page and put subject to change. You know, no one's going to come back and sue you for shipping. Excuse me, let's look at the shipping. Oh, I do like this. The shipping page has a bit of, you know, has some art in it. It looks good. Shipping fees charged through the Pledge Manager. Good to see. We've got a few companies charging on Kickstarter at the minute. Not good to see. Looking at you, Down to Hell. Bad practice, if you ask me. A bad practice. Especially in the climate, with people not at work and all that jazz. Nice shipping cost to the UK. It is from the UK. I am going to ask them about shipping to Mexico because Blitzkrieg and the Isle of Cats came from the UK and they were both £11 to Mexico. So why has it jumped to $30 to $60? If it's 30, that could just be the weight, size of the box. It does look like a big box. So there we go. It looks fairly on the cheap end of shipping. Coming from the UK generally has good shipping prices, so it's good to see. I'm happy man. Let's go to the rule book. Obey the rules, sir. This is a work in progress. Don't tell me they've got work in progress on every page. You can see at the bottom it says beta version. We get it. Oh no, they've done it! Oh man, we covered another Kickstarter this month and it did this, and it just was obscuring stuff we wanted to know. It does look like it's underneath the text this time, so much better than what we've seen in the past. Isn't the picture horrifying? These skulls walking around. Oh man, it's fairly scary. Rulebook starts off with a massive lower page. Right at the bottom here, the very last line. We need to stop them before time runs out. If the clock hits midnight, they win and humanity loses. Dun 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 dun. Fairly meaty book. They've got table of contents. Now, table of contents is not an index. Certainly isn't. So yeah, put an index. If it should say index page 50, page 25. Oh, let's have a look. Look, we can see the board finally in a small frame. I would say make the board double size, so make it double page. Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Coronavirus sneezing. I am joking, it's just something we're doing here in Mexico. If someone sneezes, they don't say salute or bless you, they say coronavirus as a joke. Is it a sick joke? Maybe it is. Now they've got a component list here with almost like the table setup. It's a little bit strange, and it would be nice to see the game board with a setup around the cards around the table with numbers showing you how to set it up on the table. This is something we're missing, is seeing it on the table. Do love the dice though. Isn't it interesting we're getting these pictures in the rulebook when they should be on the Kickstarter page? It's like they're paying for retail space on the Kickstarter page and they're throwing all the rest of the content in the rulebook. I do like the character cards. I like the way they've explained it here. Very good. You can have skills like stealth, engineering, combat, tech, influence, and intelligence. So it is really pushing on the role play. I really like this concept. It is very good. The resistance dash. So there's lots of things happening on these cards. It looks really cool. Loving the art. This art style here kind of represents great action computer games back in the 80s. On the box, not in the game. Look at the graphics on the game. Yeah, but when you play it, it doesn't look anything like that. Excuse me, just gonna blow my nose. The reason I've got a runny nose is because the solar minimum, which is making the Earth colder this year, we are half. It should be 32 degrees Celsius. It's currently 17 here in Los Mochis, where the station is at. Anyhow, injury cards, very nice. Lots of stuff going on. Enemy tiles. Look at that picture of the invaders. Ooh, horrible. What's the difference between a skill test and a combat roll? A combat roll operates in a very similar way to a skill test. However, these only take place when engaging in combat versus an enemy tile or another player. Setting up the game. I do like this clock. Can you imagine if they had a countdown clock like this? It is featured in the video for the Kickstarter, this clock. That would be a nice add-on. We've got a long campaign here, 31 days, so there could be lots of stuff coming out. I hope there is information. Oh, look at that pursuit helicopter. That looks almost like it's taken from a movie. It'd be interesting. So yeah, rulebook looks solid. Nice pictures going around. Just missing that one of the board on the table. It's using a little bit of imagery from the IP here. Good to see. Here's the helicopter. It looks like another bit of art that the artist has done. It looks great. Oh, look at these women. Oh, it's so freaked me out. Doesn't it not freak you out? These pictures of these invaders. A little bit of text heavy though. I mean, look. Right, what are you going to do? I'm playing this role, well, here. Page 15. And this text here is really small. That's like, got to zoom into this stuff. I mean, is this book going to be very big? What are the dangers of PvP? PvP combat situations are high risk. Possibility of even player walking away with an injury. Alright, so there isn't death in the game, you're just going to get injured badly. Alright, that's good to know. Personal story cards, yeah, locations. They like using these flow charts, don't they? Propaganda phase. Final assault. Oh, look at this picture. It doesn't look like it is Kurt Russell. Have you seen this movie? Let me know in the comments what you think of the movie. Alright. There we go. We certainly need an FAQ from your testers, your play testers, and we need 100% an index at the back. Are you kidding me? There's a lot of text here, and an index is 100% needed. We need to push for these as a standard thing. Table of contents, not an index. So get on it, please. Let's go back to the Kickstarter page. We need to discuss what it needs. This campaign needs to do a few things. Alright, we need a picture of this, what it looks like on the table. We really do. Also, let's see a few more of this art would be nice on the page. Do some social stretch goals. My goodness, if this is a time when you need social stretch goals against the climate of all the Kickstarters coming out, it's incredible, isn't it? There is no videos of anyone playing this game. I mean, what are you, Simon? Oh, come on! It's like a come on tactic, isn't it? No playthroughs on the Kickstarter page. So yeah. How big is the box? It looks a big chunky box. Be nice to know. Forget the sleeve, we want a UV box cover. Kickstarter special edition is what we want to see. Looks like a lot of cards. Are you going to be doing sleeve add-ons? That would be great. I don't think that will interfere with your goggles. And yes, even if it's an official Let's Play. Let's quickly go through the FAQ and updates while we're here. There's not that many. Is it a licensed game? Is that really a question? Of course it is. Else they would have had like 500 cases of ripping off the IP. Where is the rule book? How did you miss it? Is the 1-3 blind mode? It is. We didn't see how that is played though. Hopefully that'll be in the update. Thank you, day one. And there's a quick update. Let's quickly just cover this. Oh, I'm gonna watch this movie after this. That is update 2. Okay, it's very small updates. Well, Iconic Studios, welcome to Kickstarter. This is your first Kickstarter. So you are missing some essential things, but you've got lots of time left. Make the updates as many as you can do, especially if people have got questions in the comments. It would be great if you can do a video answering to the questions in the updates. That'd be cool. We certainly need an I'm sure if you do an AMA, ask me anything, it'll be popular, and maybe do them once a week. That'd be cool. Furthermore, I would definitely do an official do an official live play of the thing. You must have this planned, right? You must have it planned. And just put here, above this video, a beautiful picture of what it looks like on the table in play. That's all. We just need to see that. Because the Oni board is here with the blue screen, and then it's in the rule book. It's like hidden from the page. So there we go. We're definitely interested at the station in this. We're definitely interested in it. We like the concept of it all. We just want to see more. We need a let's play just to hammer down the game for us before we pledge. And I'm sure there's lots of people looking at this. I wouldn't say the IP is strong, but when you come to see the page, the IP looks like it's deep within the theme and the gameplay. So that we much appreciate. It's not just a theme, an IP slapped over the top. It is fully entwined in the gameplay, which is exciting. Oh yes! And yeah, there's lots to get excited about here. We'll keep everybody updated either on This Week On or the live show, where we'll keep you updated, but it will next feature this week on Saturday, where we'll do the updates from today. Alright, you're listening to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and I promise I'm not infected. Put your goggles on. What, you can't see me? Well, it is radio. What can I say? If you've got to the end of the video, well done. You are much appreciated for watching it. And yes, we'll see you next time. So bye-bye for now.